Alright, what's up YouTube? So today we're going to be talking about the iPhone 13 Pro and why this is a good device to get in 2025. So let's talk about the specs. So the iPhone 13 Pro came out in 2021, so it's roughly about 4 years old. We have the current latest software, which is iOS 18.4, and you will be receiving later software updates as well in the future for years to come, which makes this phone a great device to get. We get it in 128, 256, and 1 terabyte storage variants. We have a 6.1-inch display with great pixel density. You will have nice, crispy, clear image quality. We have a 12 megapixel camera, and you can capture 4K at 60 FPS, which is great. 6 gigabytes of RAM with the Apple A15 Bionic chip, which makes this phone fast, quick, and responsive with performing tasks. We have a 3095 milliamp battery, so you will have a pretty good battery life with this device. So, with that being said, the iPhone 13 Pro is, still holding up quite well in 2025 for it being around 4 years old. Let's also talk about the price tag. So, with those specs, the phone is around $350 online, probably a little more expensive, closer to $400. I got mine about 8 months ago, and I've been using it heavily. Mine was pretty much brand new when I got it, with the maximum capacity at 100%. And with 8 months of heavy use, it only went down to 95%. So that's excellent. Another great feature about the iPhone 13 Pro is the 120 hertz screen refresh rate. So, scrolling and navigating the phone is very fast and responsive and quick. So, things like, pretty much anything on this device is great to do, whether you're playing games, social media, streaming, or watching videos, creating content with your camera. We see we have 4K at 60 FPS. We have an ultra wide lens. We have our regular and our zoom, which can go up to 9x zoom. So, it's a pretty decent camera in my opinion. I feel like the quality comes out really good. And let's also go back to the specs. So we have our display is a Super Retina XDR OLED, 120 hertz refresh screen rate, HDR10 Dolby Vision. It's a pretty good phone. So another thing to note, as I said before, we are currently on iOS 18.4, which is the latest software, and this phone will be receiving software updates for plenty of years to come in the future. So this phone has a nice price tag of around like $400. I would definitely recommend buying this device due to all the features, the hardware and software. It's not the latest and greatest, but it performs very well. And for the price of around $400, you can't really beat it. Another thing to note is that this phone has the eSIM, so we have a physical SIM tray slot, and we also have eSIM. So I believe this might have been the last iPhone to have a physical SIM. So we have our triple lens setup, capable of capturing great images. We have our lightning port at the bottom with our speakers. Have I think this is our 5G antenna. Power button. We have our lock, and we have our volume buttons on the side and the SIM tray. So the phone feels great to hold in the hand. It has a nice weight to it, a very nice premium high quality feel. It's just this phone is excellent. I've been using it for around like 8 months, and I've upgraded from the iPhone 13. I'm not iPhone 11 Pro, and although that phone was great, the battery life was, kind of getting rough. So I had to upgrade to what's it called? This one, the iPhone 13 Pro, and I just love it. So I highly recommend this device. It works exceptionally well, especially for the price tag, and this will meet the needs for pretty much all users. With that being said, I'm gonna end this video, so let me know in the comments whether or not you've used this phone or are currently still using it. what you like and dislike about it, and whether or not you think this is a good phone to use in 2025. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Drop a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. With that being said, stay tuned for the next video, and peace.